Have you ever said to yourself, man, I wish right now I were stripped naked and abandoned on the top of Mount Everest? Well, you'd be in luck because that's what it feels like to play ARK Descended, which I'll be attempting to beat in 100 days, on ARK's newest map known as Astraios. As always, welcome back to another episode of Ghoul being continuously tormented as a form of public humiliation in the stead of just seeking professional help. Waking up on the beach of day one, I started exploring the ARK map of Astraios, attempting to silence the voices that are constantly telling me to become a femboy OnlyFans model. It's like a green dillo thing. Oh dude, this thing is passive. To my immediate chagrin, I was not instantly vaporized upon spawning in, indicating to me that there is hope that I will be happy once more. Why are they glowing? What the hell? Something just went into my inventory. Ordinary loot box. Holy Descended essence? What is this? Bro, so far I'm having a grand old time. I haven't died a single time, and I'm already like a minute and a half into recording. Oh, Dodo. What am I gonna name Dodo? Henrietta. After taming a vanilla dodo and listro, I spotted what was called a descended dodo, whatever that is. Descended dodo. I don't know what that means. Descended essence, and I craft it using one descended essence. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Maybe I get my starter gear, which I always forget to do. I'm always dead by the time I have my starter gear. So far, very chill. So far, I can 100% get down with this mod. Oh, my listro finally made it over. You goddamn slow ass. What are you gonna be named? I've got Henrietta, and Smorgasbord. I, Ghoul with Gruel, in the year 2025, officially vow to keep Smorgasbord alive for the entire playthrough. And if Smorgasbord dies, then I have officially failed. Oh, okay, I tamed a Descended Dodo, and I can ride— holy shit, we are zooming! Okay, Descended Dodo is the best thing in the game! Oh my god! 2200— what is the Descended essence? I don't know what this is. I have a creature I can ride on the first day? Who am I and what have I done with Ghoul? Descended Dodo shall be named, and my improv skills are completely impeccable, because I shall name this Descended Dodo Scrambled Eggs.
Now, the secret of any good scrambled egg is in fucking donkey's dick.
I then used the resources that I had in order to craft the Descended Spear. Descended Spear, based on my Primal Nemesis experience, I should very much make this immediately. So I guess it's not like infinitely reusable like the— what the f? It's like purple nonsense. Which I tested on a completely unimportant and absolutely replaceable test subject. I don't give a shit about Henrietta.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I don't care about Henrietta, and I know you guys don't either. I then left my island to do a bit of exploring. Scrambled Eggs and I will go commit murder. Dude, Scrambled Eggs is the absolute GOAT. We are zooming so fast. While I was out, I spotted an ordinary Dillo, which apparently was a passive tame, and I started taming it. Okay, this Dillo is passive. Can I feed you meat to tame? Hey yo, can I ride you? Oh my god, I can. Holy! Alright, we're already entering nonsense territory and it's only day one. This is literally a first for me. I'm actually having a good time. As I was venturing back to my home island, I pondered that which I'm to encounter in my journey moving forward. What creatures will I face, and how can I keep the incomprehensible horror of my own mortality at bay? What emotional outlet am I awarded when we live in a world where emotional vulnerability is viewed as weakness? Soon enough, I made it back to my house in safety. What is this? Hello? Oh, okay. He don't like me. Weird floating shark thing. Do I attack the shark? The shark seems moderately passive, so I'm just gonna leave you be, good sir. I'm just gonna go back out looking for tames. As I set back out, I spotted an ordinary tier parasaur with a child who I could claim. All I'll need to do first is— all right, I killed your parent. Let me claim you. Okay, ordinary parasaur. I don't know what these tiers of creatures are. I don't understand the way this mod is organized. All right, Smorgasbord. Take care of my parasaur for me while I go explore. What, I haven't named my Dillo. What am I gonna name you? What better name for my loyal Dillo than Incredulous Ben? Incredulous Ben kept muttering to himself. I couldn't quite hear what it was, but it was something about needing to escape, and this is animal cruelty, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I'd very much like to get some crystal right now, so that I could eventually make a Spyglass and some dino storage balls to keep any of my dinos from escaping, hypothetically, just off the top of my head. Oh! I do not like the looks of that. It's a blue raptor abomination. If I could find crystal, that would be amazing. Oh, okay, get away from that thing. Finally, I managed to spot some crystal, and after harvesting it, I hopped back onto Incredulous Ben, and I safely made my way home. Ah, Jesus! Oh no, oh, I can't run. Okay, we're out of here. Yoink. We immediately leave. We leave the vicinity immediately. All right, what do I have? What are the things which I have? Luminous Essence. Extract from Descended Lantern Pets. Maybe it can be used to strengthen your Reaper. Oh my god. That stresses me out just looking at it. Are those boats over there? What is this map? Is that what? What? There's like a town with like walls and stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe I'll set up here. I kind of like this. Like, I'm kind of in love with this map, dude. I understand I'm not doing anything productive right now, but I'm literally just having a grand old time. This map is gorgeous. Oh my god. I then took the time to tame up a flock of ordinary Dillos, and after that, I started setting up a temporary base in the nearby campsite. Incredulous Ben and I then spent the next bit farming up resources for making a boat. Guys, if Ghoul teaches you anything, it's that stir fry is absolutely goated. Like, you could literally put anything you want in stir fry and it turns out good. Like, you could put literally anything, like chicken, broccoli, low carb tortillas, crystal light drink mix, stone hatchet, adobe sloped triangle roof, Titan Fitness T2 squat rack. You could literally put anything and it turns out good, dude. Okay, boat is in the boat. Once my boat was crafted, I loaded my flock of Dillos onto said boat, and we had a mandatory company-wide boat excursion. What the hell? Ah! It's the invasion of the Ichthyornises. Ichthyorni. Battered, bruised, and bricked up, we mounted the boat ready for an adventure. Insert the Call of the North music right here. Dude, what is this nonsense? It's like a floating Basilosaurus. What is this absolute horse nonsense? And for the remainder of day 2, I would sail around in search of metal and crystal. Bro, is there any crystal anywhere? Like, seriously, dude. I'll just get some more metal, and I'll make some metal tools when I get back to the boat. The morning of day 3 started with me crafting the primitive forge, allowing me to start smelting metal ingots. I then returned to my starter island so that I could pick up Henrietta and Smorgasbord. Smorgasbord is alright. I'm very happy about the fact that Smorgasbord is alright. What is that? Is that a Dodo Rex up there? Yeah, that's a yellow Dodo Rex. What the hell? Yeah, sometimes I wish I could get, like, urethra widening surgery so I could pee faster. Finding a nearby shore, I landed my boat once again and mounted Incredulous Ben in order to search for crystal and metal. It's a good thing Incredulous Ben is undyingly loyal to me and has such a great sense of humor as well. In fact, I keep finding him writing these notes saying, SOS, I'm being held by a sexually degenerate ghoul who is forcibly using me for free labor. He always did know how to make me laugh, that rascal. I don't know when I got this excellent soul. A soul from excellent creatures. I don't remember killing an excellent creature. I guess I must have. I don't know. Oh, Jesus! Not to worry. Oh! Oh, Jesus! There's crystal. Okay. I'm just gonna collect me some crystal. Don't even worry about it. Okay, I got my crystal, and I'm going home. I think that went quite well. Anyway, with my crystal now secured, I went back to my boat to continue my journey. Why are there so many pegos? Ah! Oh god, it's a massacre! Oh! Oh no, oh no. This is bad. This is bad. Oh! Oh god, it's a massacre. Just leave. That was not good. I'm actually kind of sad that Smorgasbord died. Wait, did I say happy? I meant sad. I'm sad about it. I'm not happy that Smorgasbord died. I found a new shore to park my boat, and I began taming some new dillos. Every single dillo I've interacted with has been male. And they're all like max level. Why is everything max level? And when I did, I set out for some more exploring. Oh, you good there, guy? I want to go up that way, but I don't want to go up that way. Oh, god damn it. Oh, no, please. Oh, okay. Did I not put a sleeping bag down? Oh my god. I'm literally so dumb I didn't put a sleeping bag down. Effectively back at square one, I started taming everything that I could in the nearby vicinity, including this Descended dodo. Okay, okay, Descended is so weird, because the ordinary creatures are good, but so are the Descended creatures. I think Descended is better than ordinary, maybe? Holy! I forgot how good the Descended dodo is. We are zooming, boys. How are you still not hungry? Growing impatient, I decided to murder these trikes and take their children instead. All right, where's your child? Triceratops is now collected. All right, you just chill here, buddy. I'll go find you a friend. Can I take this theory?
You done messed up, AA.
We got this, we got this. What? We don't got this. Unfortunately, my dodo had a rather unfortunate encounter with a nearby theory. So I ended up just returning to base and waiting for my one baby trike to grow up. After it had grown, I finally saddled it up. Get your juicy ass back here. Got him. With this new tame, I started to feel completely invincible. What? Oh my goodness. Luckily, somehow my trike did not die from that. I figured this Patchy was a strong potential ally, so I decided to tame her up. It feels so good to be making progress, but I just wish Incredulous Ben were here to see it. I know he would be right by my side supporting me were he still alive. Ah! Oh my god, the ichthy's again! I can't handle this. On the morning of day 5, I set out on my trike looking for Crystal. Can I take spiders on? I can hear the spiders in the walls! There's spiders in my skin! I carefully killed every creature in this cave as I would very much like to not get wiped again. Now that I have Crystal, I have some new crafting recipes available to me, like the Descended hatchet and pickaxe, and a 14-inch plexiglass rod for unspecific usage. These modded tools for harvesting resources grant me increased resource harvesting rates when harvesting harvestable resources, which grant me resources which have been harvested. Oh! I instantly love this mod. And after taming a new Dillo who will never fill the void left by Incredulous Ben, I crafted up an awesome Spyglass and I can now watch from a distance as my world crumbles around me. Okay, so I guess the green ones are excellent creatures. I think excellent comes after ordinary, but I don't know where Descended comes in. What? Bob? What is Bob? Bob? Hello? Why is this thing named Bob? Oi! Bob! Bob! Got him. Bob is now mine. I don't know what Bob is. Why is your name Bob? Juvenile Bob with 6,400 health. Okay, you follow me, Bob. I like Bob. Bob is pretty cool. I like Bob. I did catch Bob selling fentanyl behind a local Wendy's, but I like Bob. All right, I tamed Bob. So the playthrough is basically completed. What can you do, Bob? And also, why is your name Bob? Bob makes milk, apparently. So I'm gonna drink some of Bob's milk. Bob is a male. Wait a second. Why are you, why are the Fiomias named Bob? I'm so confused. Juvenile Bob is producing milk. You know, I'm just gonna let Bob do his thing. Not even gonna question it. Okay, what is this? Unreal Dilophosaurus with 74,000 health. Finally back at base, I finished taming up my Descended Patchy. Heyo! Alright, Descended Patchy is now tamed. I then tamed an amount of Descended Dodos. In this mod, many creatures will passively generate resources in their inventories. For example, all Descended creatures generate Descended Essence and Pearls for some reason. Next, I want to build a fortified base so I can shield myself from God's eyes. So I started farming a shitfuck of behemoth gates, and I then went out in search of a base spot, eventually coming across this spot here that was fairly clear and primed for a compound dedicated to femboy orgy. Unfortunately for me, however, I was killed by a microraptor who injected me with rare flower pheromone. What is happening? What? Why? Returning to my new base spot, I continued farming and placing gates down in order to secure me, my tames, and my self-esteem. And when I was finished building my walls, I took the rest of the day to move all of my creatures to the new base where they will hopefully be safe from anything that may want to harm them. If I want to move beyond Descended and ordinary creatures, I'll need to craft excellent kibble. And in order to craft excellent kibble, I'll need to slurp up the ass sweat of the corpse of the excellent essence dodo, my first boss that I'll come across. Before I can craft the summon thingy, however, I'll need more rare flowers and rare mushrooms, so I then set out in search of that. Luckily, I was able to find my shit, and I can now release myself to the recreation of getting back shots from a flaming saber tooth. Unreal saber tooth? I think I forgot to put a bed down as well. That's unfortunate. I guess I had a ton of rare flowers and rare mushrooms back at my old base. Back at my base, I ignored some nebulous abominations so that I could craft the boss summon thingy. That is indeed a slight problem. I think he's friendly. I'll just let him hang out, do his thing. I think he's friendly. I have the stuff to make this thing, whatever this is. All right, get very far away from my home because I'm afraid of this. And on the back of a Descended monkey that I tamed off camera, don't worry about it, I summoned the first boss of this mod. All right, let's see if I can take this thing. I don't know what it's gonna summon. My monkey has 7,000 health, so it should be plenty to take on anything that I throw at it. Oh, what the hell? What is that nonsense? Oh my god. It has 100,000 health, y'all. Yep, I'm out of here. Completely unrelated, I went home and immediately started farming tranks in order to knock out an ordinary tier Spino or Rex. I am suffering to a degree one cannot comprehend. And now on day 9, with my newly crafted trank arrows, it's time to now induct more servants into the Ghoul with Gruel army. Soon enough, I spotted this Pteranodon, and I proceeded to knock it out. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I left my crossbow. I then spotted an ordinary RG and I got a trap down, got it into the trap, knocked it out, and wept profusely over my unwillingness to write better scripts for my YouTube videos. While I waited, I got an unethical amount of spark powder cooking so that I can spark on my powder till I... What kind of stats does this RG have?
I am the Lord.
Holy! That's an RG if I ever saw one. Oh, bro! RG is so fast. Ordinary RG. There ain't nothing ordinary about this RG. Oh, it's one of those Dodo Rex things. Okay, what is this? Alpha Dodo Rexy? What? 2 million health. Now that I have a creature with carry weight, it's time for a metal run. Bruh. Look me in the eyes and tell me this isn't the best looking map. I swear to God. Like, genuinely look me in the eyes and tell me this map isn't absolutely gorgeous. During this, I would need to be careful of the complete nonsense that was attempting to rip my eyeballs out through my asshole. Lightning Dodo Rexy, what the Ah! Reaper! I don't understand what any of this nonsense is. This is absolute nonsense. I don't know why, but I just love this map for some reason. There's just something about this map that I quite enjoy. Can't quite put my finger on it, though. Dude, I've got this excellent boss outside of my base because I summoned it and realized I was not ready to fight it. Well, I'm glad that's outside of my house. I'm really glad that that's just sitting outside of my base right now. And on the morning of day 11, I was organizing my inventory when I realized that I once again had not a berry gatherer to my name, rendering it impossible for me to mass produce unethical amounts of opiates. So to a nearby single mother with 2 children, I uninstalled System 32 on her so that I could indoctrinate her children into the Ghoul with Gruel fanbase. I was only able to claim one of them, however, as the second baby trike ran headfirst into death incarnate. Well, that's unfortunate. And while I waited for the baby to come to terms with the trauma of seeing its mother and sibling mercilessly slaughtered in front of it, I continued organizing my stuff using my sophisticated technique that I call put stuff in big box. I eventually did manage to get the imprint on the baby, making it completely loyal to me. And it's a good thing that I did, as it was just starting to twig that it'll probably be dead in less than 1 hour.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
And after farming up what little resources I could to make an amount of lesser healing potions, I made the realization that killing the Essence Dodo should be my top priority. So I mounted Hamburger and I set out in search of a higher tier Rex, Theory, or Spino that I could tame and use for the fight. As I was out, I would continue to collect loot drops as I found them. Alright! Leave me alone. Want to extract my goodies. Oh! And just as soon as I was starting to run out of abusive anime girlfriend ASMR videos to listen to, I finally spotted an ordinary Rex. Oh, ordinary Rex. I want you. I want you, sir. There's a big unicorn there. Oi, don't fight that thing. Ah, please stop. I need you. Bro, do you see this nonsense? Do you see this absolute horse garbage? Ancient trike? How are these tiers organized? I don't understand this. I feel like in other overhaul mods, I can kind of understand what's happening, but in this, it's just like absolute horse nonsense. And finally, on day 12, I did indeed find a new ordinary Rex. If only it weren't surrounded by nonsense, shenaniganery, tomfoolery, gobbledygook, and Jim. Oh, goodness. Okay, I see Rex here that I want, but I hear horse nonsense. Oh, goodness. Am I able to extract one of these Rexes out of this nuclear war? Oh! Okay, buddy. You. Oh, Jesus! Oh, my God. Let me out. Oh, my God. Why? Oh, no! That was bad. That was really bad. So desperately, I sped back to my death spot to reclaim my gear and save Hamburger. So after skulking about sneakily, I finally found my death bag. I'll need to play this as intelligently as possible if I'm to get my stuff back. Oh, I'm too heavy. Drop everything. Please. Ah! God damn it. Really glad I made all of that good, very powerful flak armor to make sure that I don't die. I'm really glad about that. As a side note, I think my character was bugged out because my fortitude kept dropping to 0 even after I had leveled it multiple times. Fucking hell, I hate armor. I pumped a bunch of levels into fortitude earlier, but it like got rid of them, I think. Like I definitely pumped levels into fortitude, but I don't have them anymore. I decided in the end to just re-gear. So I mounted my trike so that I could hunt for tames. Oh my God, why? I literally left my house for once. As the voices consumed my already shattered skull, I spent the rest of the day re-gearing and crafting an absurd amount of trank arrows. Next, I took my Descended Patchy out to search for tames, preferably a flyer so that I could avoid getting killed by an amorphous ball of human suffering, just as an arbitrary example, off the top of my head. And after respawning, I left my house in an attempt to draw it away from my base, which I luckily did. Once my bed cooldown had expired, I then started taming a flock of nearby ordinary dillos. This game was dedicated to keeping me completely maidenless, however, seeing as I have not seen a single female ordinary dillo this entire playthrough until now. Bruh, I've literally tamed like 20 of these dillos, and that's the first female one I've even come across. Now that I have a female ordinary dillo, I'll be able to breed them. My confidence in these dillos was high, so I would spend the next hour breeding up a fearsome army to face the Essence Dodo. How did I get this Allosaurus brain? Shit just keeps showing up in my inventory and I have no idea how. Throughout day 14, my Dillo army continued to multiply, minute by minute growing stronger and more indestructible, until I finally had an army few could face and live to tell the tale. Listen here, men! Show no mercy, for you will receive none. On this day, we dine on the flesh of our enemies. Ah! Get back. Attack, men! Ah! Holy shit! Oh my goodness! Run away! Well, we may be in a bit of a pickle, and I don't know how to get out of the pickle. Well, back to my house. Let's just ignore that happened, and let's all move on and continue our blissful ignorance of Ghoul's incompetence. Why is every Pteranodon an excellent Pteranodon? Like, there's not a single ordinary... Never mind. Elated that I was finally able to spot an ordinary Pteranodon, I excitedly made my way towards it to tame it up. And using the modded bola arrow from ARK Descended, I was able to immobilize and unconsciousize this specimen of a creature.
Then something just snapped. Something inside of me. No! No more!
I then waited patiently for this Pteranodon to tame up. Oh, Goodbye. And after it was inducted into the ghoul army, I set out looking to get this PT late. I eventually did spot a lovely lady on a nearby beach, and I began the taming process. I then knocked her out, and I waited patiently for her to tame up. What? What the hell just happened? I wasn't paying attention. Bro, I was not paying attention. I don't know what happened. God damn it. Was it this Listro that killed it? I have no clue. Well, here's a new one here. That's an ordinary Quetz, though. That would be sick to tame. I don't have the trank power for it, though. Luckily, I was able to locate a new female Pteranodon. I then made my way home, got them breeding, imprinted the baby, and took it out to see a very not good thing waiting outside of my base. It's not good that that is near my home. I don't think so. Oh my god, why? Oh, how do I get rid of that? Bro, the dodo's fighting it. Holy shit! Holy shit! What is happening? Well, I don't need to worry about that dodo anymore. I'll just leave you be, buddy. Just don't mind me over here. I'm just living my best life. What the hell? How did I get this? I don't know where I'm getting this stuff. How did I get this? What is actually happening? I don't think I should have this stuff. I finally began my Descended journey. Now I can start taming excellent tier dinos. No, I can't. I didn't start my journey. I didn't kill that dodo. All right, I'm making an executive decision. I'm just gonna drop all this shit that I got from that dodo, because I did not kill it, so I do not deserve it. As much as it hurts me, I'm gonna have to drop all of this excellent essence, seeing as I did not earn it. And I'll have to postpone collecting it until I actually beat the excellent dodo legitimately. Not to worry, as I haven't lost any progress and I'm safe behind the walls of my base. Just don't even worry about it. Not worried in the slightest.
I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my god, please, what am I gonna do? I don't even know where is safe. I think it's time for Ghoul to take a little nap in this corner here. Oh my god, I whistled follow all. I can't even take a nap in peace. My Pteranodon won't leave me alone. I didn't think it was gonna be able to break into my house like that. I did not perceive this taking place. This is not a thing which I foresaw. You know, things were going so well for me. I had a whole ass base. I had 2 whole ass trikes. I had a couple of breeder Pteranodons. And then it all just crumbled right before my eyes. Once again. You guys wonder why it takes me 2 months to upload a video. It's because this is what it's like to play ARK Survival Evolved and Descended. Is this a safe spot? Will I be raided by nonsense? Am I able to make base here? Can I base? Is this base? See, the good thing about having your entire world crumble before you is now you have nothing to lose. I'm free to do whatever I want right now. I can forge my own path. I'm not shackled down by the chains of emotional attachment. I have nothing, so I can lose nothing. I would spend the next day flying around just trying to find a new base spot. And finally, on day 17, I found a reasonable base spot on this island. What about this spot? Is this a safe spot? Oh my goodness. It's a safe spot. This is the spot which is safe spot. I make base. Base is which way I will make base. As far as I can tell, there aren't any spawns here, so I should be safe. After getting a base platform placed down, I went out to tame a female Pteranodon to breed with my male one. As it tamed, I murdered a nearby trike to take its child once again. We're Costco guys. Of course we're gonna sacrifice children in a ritualistic cult environment. And when my female Pteranodon was tamed up, I brought her home to breed, and Ghoul with Gruel is officially back on his feet. What is any of this? What is any of this nonsense? Ay, 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 ay. Indominus Rex saddle? Oh my goodness. Maybe it's time for me to die. The goal is still to defeat the Essence Dodo, so I set out once again in search of tames. While I was out, I tamed a couple Descended Dodos to passively generate Descended Essence for me, and I'm officially back to where I was when I got wiped. Now all I need to do is not get killed. No, stop! I'm gonna scream. I'm actually I have no chitin to saddle up any of my backup PT, so I mounted one of my Descended Dodos in search of chitin. It's a good thing I have all these backup iguanodons, as getting my stuff back is as simple as saddling one of them. If only I had any goddamn fucking chitin. So after raising up some new dodos, I set out so that I could get said chitin. It took me 15 minutes and one encounter with a ball-stealing pego, but finally I did find Bug. I then returned home, where I finally saddled one of my iguanodons, and with an iguanodon now saddled, I gathered my bow and my trank arrows in search of an ordinary Rex or Spino to fight the boss. What is this map? What the hell? Thank you all for coming out tonight. Thank you, you're too kind. What's the deal with Quetzal food, am I right?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Alright, thank you. Have a good night, everybody. And finally, I indeed found said Spino. Remembering how poorly my Spino taming went last video, the smart thing to do would be to make a trap. So I started tranking it on foot. Is that Divine Spino mad at me? Yes, it is. Alright, we're leaving. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. Dude, the Spino is such a pain in the ass to tame, I swear to god. Why is it so hot out? Wildcard, can you explain to us why you don't want us to be able to trap creatures? I just want to be able to tame this goddamn Spino. Okay, buddy. Alright. Okay. Okay. Whoa there, guy. Take a chill pill. God damn it. Ah! Oh my god. Why? That was tragic. That was completely tragic. Ay. Oh my god, now you slow down. Now you stop sprinting all over the goddamn place. Okay, buddy. Holy shit. You're alright, guy. Just don't even worry about it. Just go to sleep. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's torpor running. Dude, he's not even torpor running, he's torpor zooming. I got it up to near max torpor, but when it started torpor running, this is when Ghoul officially broke. Dude, it's the next day. Please. Oh my god, the Microraptors. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna absolutely scream. Is it stuck? It is not stuck. Dude, why will this Microraptor not leave me alone? I'm like actually gonna run out. My guy, like, can you not just go onto land, please? My guy, please. You are literally on the edge of the map. Dude, I swear to god. Please. The beach is that way. The beach is this way. No, stop. This way. Dude, please. Dude, I don't think I have enough arrows left. Get this way. Dude, please. Bro, please. Fuck. Whoa! I hate this game. I absolutely hate this goddamn motherfucking stupid piece of shit, horse shit, dog shit, fucking piece of stupid fucking moronic idiots. And with some new behemoth gates to actually make a trap, I set out to find a new Spino. Do you guys remember Slitherio? That shit was so goated. Honestly, like, back in the day, I would crush some goddamn Slitherio. I then got my trap placed down, and I easily got the Spino into the trap. I then returned to get my stuff back, and after some tranks to the face, Mr. Spino went eepy. On day 23, I finally tamed the ordinary Spino that I set out to tame all the way back on day 8. Knowing my luck, however, I brought my Spino back home so that I could find a breeding partner for it, so I can use the imprinted baby as an unwilling soldier in my battle against this godforsaken mod. Bro, I literally have seen not a single Spino so far, aside from that one that I tamed. Over the last 2 days of me flying around, I have seen 0 Spinos. See, I feel like ARK would be an infinitely better game if there was less flying around the map looking for one specific creature. And on day 25, I finally found an ordinary Spino, and it was the correct gender. Thank God. Oh, holy shit, finally. Okay, I'm making my trap. I do not want this one to get away. I then trapped it and knocked it out, making sure to keep my cool as I did it. Okay. Can someone explain to me why I have terrible aim? Please, I'm literally begging you. I swear to God, if you move one more goddamn time. Bruh. When I got the Spino knocked out, I went out to find meat to tame it, and I actually managed to find an ovis with babies. Unfortunately, they were all male, but I'm not too worried about it because I'm completely dead inside. And on day 26, finally, my Spino tamed. And back at home, I sat and watched as my Spinos aggressively bred. I then hatched the baby up, got it imprinted, saddled it up, and took it out to test. I need to level my new Spino, so in order to do that, I fed it a baby Spino. After all, what accompanies unbridled strength better than incurable trauma? And after leveling and healing my Spino, I swam across the water to fight the excellent Essence Dodo. Right off the bat, I knew we were going to deal some serious damage. With the Hydro buff combined with the modded Rage buff, we were able to stave off the rectal perforation this Dodo was attempting to commit. Oh my goodness. I should give my Spino a name, shouldn't I? Chafed Hole and I were able to kill this Essence Dodo, and now we have the materials to craft the excellent kibble. And I can start taming excellent creatures. As I was out farming excellent souls for kibble, these rhinos were no match for my Chafed Hole. As a matter of fact, very few are. Doing some research, however, I realized that I was supposed to tame that Essence Dodo after killing it somehow, so I summoned a new one in order to do something. Okay, as far as I'm aware, this Dodo should be tameable now? Ah! Can I just tame you with berries? Yes, I can. Oh my god, it has 31,000 health. That's like more than my Spino. Heyo! This Dodo is passively going to generate essence for me, so it'll need an appropriate name. With my kibble now crafted, I set out to tame an excellent iguanodon. Eventually I did find one, and I placed down a bird trap and attempted to get it in. Ah! God damn it, please! Why am I horrible at this game? Can someone please explain this to me? Dude, just get in. Just get in the thing. In the goddamn thing! No! Stop! Come on, please. Please, I just... in the thing. Are you goddamn fucking kidding me? In the thing. I don't know how I'm meant to do this. No, fuck! Every time, it's the wrong one that I don't actually want to do. Please, please, please. No! I hate this game, I hate this game, I hate this game. Stop opening! Close, close. Oh, holy good God. When it eventually tamed, I saddled it, flew it home to craft more kibble, and I set out to find a breeding partner for it. And finally, after spotting a male excellent iguanodon, I placed down the trap, got it into the trap, tamed it up, took it home, hatched a baby, raised said baby, and after a quick sissy hypno hentai break, I determined that I should probably attempt to take on the tier 1 loot boss. Day 30 was spent mostly doing chores to farm up a fabricator. What the hell? How long have compound bows been able to use trank arrows? What the hell? This is new information to me. And just when I thought I couldn't be more happy, I noticed something that I should have noticed a very long time ago. Is Incredulous Ben still alive? I completely forgot about Incredulous Ben because of all the nonsense. My dillos have just been chilling in the water this whole time. I'm a bit beyond using these dillos, but I'm happy that Incredulous Ben is still alive. Incredulous Ben was so happy to see me. He started saying something about faking his own death to escape me or something. I'll assume it was just the delirium of being separated from me for so long. You'll never leave me again, will you? I want to crawl up inside your skin and wear you like a meat suit. In my ever-growing desire to be covered in honey and liquid. And as a means of keeping up with the insane kibble requirements of this mod, I set out to find honey, and I'll need at least 50 of it to make the S+ domesticated beehive. I could feel myself being driven mad, however, with this map's apparent lack of honey. Please, is there a single beehive anywhere on this goddamn map? Eventually, I had a good spot of luck when in a loot drop, I found a Mastercraft rifle. Will I use this a single time? No. But was I at least happy to find it? No. But did it at least make for interesting content? No. And finally, I did manage to find honey right about here. Holy shit, finally. We eventually managed to collect all of the honey that we would need, and when I was back at base, I crafted the domesticated beehive. We all know that Ghoul is a possessor of cake, surpassed only by a select none. In-game, however, it's a different story. The last thing I'll need to make cake is some sap. So there's woods next to the big lady that I could get sap from? Is it here? Because if it's here, I'm very scared of this place. No, it's next to a waterfall? What is happening? Where do I go? No. Is this the spot that I should be in? Sap! Jesus! Can't fucking move. I can't fucking move. Got a dimorph on me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Luckily, I managed to incapacitate this terror bird, and I can now go home in peace.
Oh no. What happened? Oh no, how terrible. That's just awful. How terrible. Oh no.
Jesus! What the f was that? Descended rock drake? Holy shit, that scared the shit out of me. My death bag was on the side of a hill, however, so I did have quite a difficult time retrieving my stuff. Come on. Just let me up. Let me up. Just let me up. Just once. Please. Please. Just let me up this goddamn hill. Please. 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 And finally, returning home with my sap, I made a single cake. I only made one? Please. Please, I'm only making one veggie cake. I'm always out of... I never have enough bee honey, I feel, in any ARK playthrough. Not just now, but just ever. I never have enough honey. I need... Oh my god. 1 kibble is 2 veggie cakes and 5 honey. That's like 9 total honey. How is one supposed to get this much honey? After getting back in game, I summoned the Essence Dodo a few more times to farm for blueprints. After all of this farming, I got nothing useful except for a blueprint for a pike that I can't afford. Bro, I'm getting all of these, like... blueprints, but I'm like nowhere near making this. Like, how am I gonna get ancient essence when ancient creatures have like 800,000 health? What is that sound? Don't know what that sound was, but I didn't like it. Boss essence. I don't know where I got this. I feel like that's something that I should not have, because there was a Dodo Rex over here that is no longer over here. So I'm thinking maybe that this was from that. I'm starting to lose my goddamn mind, however, so I placed an inhumane amount of forges in my house in an attempt to farm up for the industrial shit, seeing as I'm still a ways away from taming unreal creatures, which is my next tier of progression. This mod was effectively liquefying my few remaining neurons. Keep in mind, I'm going into this completely blind and getting shit on from all directions. I'd like to not be reminded of my college days, so in order to wind down, I set out to get my progression shit out of the way. This includes taming an RG, which I easily trapped. Ah! Close! Fuck! It was tamed by the morning of day 35. Next, I'll need a creature that can generate some descended milk. So I tamed the closest mammal that I could, which was this descended monkey. And now I can drink as much monkey milk as I can stomach. Delicious. Delectable. And for the next few days, I would continue farming up for the Descended Industrial Forge. I went out in search of penguins for Polly, that is, until something shiny caught my eye and distracted me once more. This is a passive tame. How is this a passive tame? Are you gonna attack me? No? I quickly returned home to get a grappling hook so that I could attempt this tame. Let's see how that went. Please! Oh, I'm on. What is this? What is this game? This is complete nonsense. Finally, I managed to get onto its back, where I started slowly feeding it somehow. And for the remainder of the day, I would continue to commit unspeakable acts against the peaceful natural wildlife in order to mend my shattered self-esteem, my pessimistic worldview, my depressing outlook on life, and my gout. And after being distracted by the acquisition of Nut, I set out for Polly once again, eventually coming across a crab that had spawned in the Rhino spot. The amount of polymer that I pulled off of this crab was quite frankly concerning. Oh my god. Bro, this Descended hatchet is like absolutely bananas. And with it, I finally made my fucking forge. Okay, big forge is now crafted, and I can actually smelt all this goddamn metal. Holy, we are zooming. This Descended forge smelts about 40 times faster than the base stone forge, and so conversely twice as fast as the vanilla indie forge. After doing my chores throughout the day, I managed to finally craft the industrial cooker as well. All of this is simply stalling, however, because I still need to fight the boss. So I set out to find some boss fighters that could take on the combat boss. On day 42, I was on the prowl looking for either a Spino or a Rex to tame. I eventually spotted an excellent Spino. I then got my trap down as I attempted to get the Spino into said trap. Whoa! I then spotted, trapped, and tamed an excellent tier trike. I then leveled it as a means of preparing for whatever the fuck it is I'm supposed to be doing. I think my Spino might still be the best creature that I have. I should probably try to tame an excellent Spino, but I just don't have the trank power for it. All right, so I placed it down. I turn it on. I don't know what this does. What? Summon Descended Mega... What is this? I don't know. I don't know what this is. What the hell? Okay, I thought this was gonna summon the vanilla bosses, but I guess it doesn't. I think that's later. I apologize deeply for not knowing what the fuck I'm doing, so I'm gonna take some time and actually research what the fuck I'm doing. Because, like, normally I go into these completely blind. Like, I don't want to know what I'm supposed to do because I want a more authentic experience, but I feel like this mod is just way too much to just figure out. Okay, so I have Unreal Kibble here, but in my engram list, I don't have it. And I was watching some videos, and everyone else's recipe for Unreal Kibble is way less expensive than this. So I think I need to fight this thing to get Unreal Kibble. I have no idea, but we're gonna try it anyway. Everyone was fighting this with their Descended Dodo Wyverns, so Nut should be enough, maybe? I've got health potions. Hopefully Nut is enough. He's got 200,000 health. Hello? You, sir. Get back here. Why is he healing so fast? Dude, this thing heals so fast. I can't out-damage its healing. Hello? Please? Can I do any damage to you? Ay, ay, ay. Wait, this one will unlock Unreal Kibble. What? That's the Unreal Loot boss. Okay, I summoned the wrong boss, apparently. After that failed boss attempt, Enjoy as Ghoul continues to be driven mad over this nonsensical mod. This thing? And I don't have enough shit for it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I still need combat essence for it. I don't want to fight the vanilla bosses. Why? Okay, I'm so confused because everywhere I look up how to do this, like, combat essence is just not a thing. I think I get combat essence from fighting the vanilla bosses. Yeah, I get combat essence by beating the vanilla bosses, but I literally have not seen anyone else do that in any of their videos. Okay, I've been harassing the ARK Descended Discord server. This is what was tripping me up, okay? So you've got the Unreal Loot Guardian, but you've got the Unreal Guardian boss. The Guardian boss takes combat essence, okay? Combat essence I get from fighting the... I get combat essence from fighting the combat boss. So, okay, so, but the combat boss, these summon requirements are inhumane, quite frankly. Additionally, after I beat the boss, I get Unreal Kibble, but Unreal Kibble takes excellent boss kibble, which excellent boss kibble takes combat essence. So, it's like, it's just too much. But apparently, the Loot Guardian drops all of the Apex drops that I was afraid I was gonna have to farm. So if I can farm the Loot Guardian, then I can use that shit to summon the combat boss, and then I use that shit to summon this boss, and then I use that shit to make the this kibble, and then I use that shit to make this. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to tame some more powerful creatures because my Dodo Wyvern is not cutting it. So that's what the goal is right now. The morning of day 44 was spent farming for more spoiled meat. I was farming spoiled meat as a means of getting spoiled meat to use spoiled meat for spoiled meat. That is, until I remembered the beach sharks near my base that drop an insane amount of spoiled meat. So I can spoiled meat without spoiled meat, and spoiled meat, spoiled meat, spoiled meat. And finally, after farming all of the necessary resources, I crafted the Descended Trank Pike, and I now have a slightly better, albeit infinite option for inflicting torpor. Holy! With my new Trank Pike, I set out to tame some excellent boss fighters indiscriminately until I have a breeding pair of whatever. Starting out day 45 taming a Stego, I then tamed this trike. What? The morning of day 46, I then tamed a second trike, and I can now breed trikes for this boss fight. The remainder of the day was spent enjoying the thrilling gameplay loop of ARK Survival Ascended and imprinting plenty of baby trikes. Attack! Oh my god! Why the hell? I don't know how I'm supposed to beat this thing. I literally did no damage to it. I'm clearly doing something wrong. Unsure of what I can even do to defeat this fucking boss, it's at least clear that I need to get something more powerful than my trikes to do it. So once again, I set out looking for tames. This time I went to the Extinction Island on the map to see if there was anything I could find. Believe it or not, this is in the vanilla game. I haven't focused on it much, but I'm falling in love with this map the more that I play it. It's just a shame, however, that I'm developing a Pavlovian connection between it and getting f***ed in my ass. Now I'm gonna be completely bricked up every time I play. My Dodo Wyvern, Nut, was powerful enough to kill Death Incarnate apparently, so I did and subsequently collected the rewards. After another few minutes of searching around, I finally found an excellent Spino that I trapped, tranked, tamed, and twerked on. While searching for a male Spino, I spotted a minor Anki. No, not minor Anki, a minor Anki. And yes, I have the kibble to tame it, but I got very impatient waiting for it to get hungry, so I decided to murder it and take its baby instead, meaning that yes, I tamed a minor Anki. I then spotted and tamed a male excellent Spino, and I immediately went home to get them breeding. I sat still waiting for baby Spinos, and when baby Spinos were raised and their spirits were sufficiently broken, I lined them all up to attempt the boss once again. Oh my god. Okay, if this isn't enough, then I'm literally gonna delete my channel. I think we're doing damage, maybe. Oh my god, my Spino's taking so much damage. Please be enough. Oh, we're doing it, we're doing it. Come on! Oh! Jesus! Descended Apex Drop Jar. Open it to get vanilla Apex drops. Oh! Okay, so I think this might be doable then. Upon opening the loot jar, I saw that I was gifted with a very respectable amount of Apex drops. Alright, now I've just gotta farm that thing. Me and my two Spinos then fought the boss 2 more times, solidifying the fact that this world is a place of suffering, and the only straws we desperately grasp at are continually taken from us solely due to the horrors of corporate greed. I'll need to keep farming this boss, so I'll breed more and more Spinos over the next few days. And the next day with my new Spinos, I was out farming the boss once again. Feeling quite invincible after that, I decided to take on a nearby demonic aloe. Oh, Jesus! That was a mistake. Ah! Run! This was a big mistake, however, as I needed to kill just one more loot boss in order to have enough stuff to summon the combat boss. And I'll now need to spend yet more time breeding yet more Spinos once again. And so I did that. When my Spinos were finally raised up and my probation officer finally off my ass, I took on my last loot boss. I then assembled the combat boss foreskin, which is used to summon the combat boss, and I healed my Spinos in preparation for this testicular perforation that's about to take place. Okay, I do not even know what to expect with this. It might just be the vanilla bosses, but I'm not quite sure. It's been about 15 days now, and I've prepared for this fight more than I prepare for my Tuesday nights. Ah! Oh my god! 5 million fucking health? What the hell? I guess I should have brought more lube. I have no clue what to do. So after reloading a cheeky backup and looking into the documentation and consulting the Descended Discord and weeping myself to sleep, I realized that I could maybe fight the vanilla bosses on Alpha to get my combat essence. If you can't enter the vanilla boss arena and fight the bosses, I could summon this world boss. This boss is extremely powerful. Do not summon it unless you're armed to the teeth. What? Why? What? Not a good choice to challenge this guy. What is this mod? Why is this not, why is this a replacement for the vanilla boss? But it's also just like completely fucked. Jesus Christ. Doesn't matter, I've been farming artifacts this entire time. So I've got the hunter, I've got the massive. Do I have the clever? So luckily I'm not at square one, so that is good. But I still need to get the artifact of the whatever. And so I went out for the last artifact that I need to fight the boss. Let's not talk about how it went. I then went to the summon platform and I entered Medusa's arena. Okay, clever hunter massive. I have those. Sauropod vertebra, Bronto, Sarco, Snake, Argy. Bronto, Sarco, Snake, Argy. Bronto, Sarco, Snake, Argy. Bronto, Sarco, Snake, Argy. I think that's really good game design. You provide an in-game way to bypass the alpha boss fights, and that way that you provide is 70 times as difficult as the normal way to do it. That's really good game design, I reckon. Bronto, Sarco, Snake, Argy. That's what they called me in high school. Okay, Bronto, Sarco, Snake, Argy. Holy good God. Okay. Okay, here we go. If this does not drop combat essence, I'm actually going to lose my goddamn mind. Hello? What is this arena? This is the strangest arena I've ever seen, but I like that it's got water in it. Oh, there she is! Attack! Oh yeah, we've 100% got this. Yeah, we are going to annihilate this bitch. All right, halfway there. My spinos are still looking good. Oh my God, this bitch is ugly. What? What? Let me out! Oh God, it dismounted me. Holy good God. And did I get combat essence? Do you have combat essence? Do you? Do any of you? Hello? I wish you guys could see my face right now, because I think that this is just a cruel, sick, masochistic joke that's being played on me. There's no combat essence, is there? Combat essence doesn't even exist, does it? It's just not a thing. What is this? There's something over here. What? What the f— Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why did the shit drop in a loot drop? Can someone explain this to me? And why does nobody tell me this shit before I fucking do it? Can someone explain this to me? You know, the tragic thing also is that as infuriatingly, tantalizingly, hilariously torturous that was, it still didn't drop any goddamn motherfucking combat essence. So I still don't have the shit to tame unreal creatures, because I need combat essence for that. The mod maker in their documentation says that I kill the vanilla alpha bosses to get combat essence. And I did. I just did that just now. And I got no combat essence. Okay, what am I to do? What am I actually to do? If you can't enter vanilla boss arena and fight those bosses, you could summon this world boss. This world boss is extreme. Okay, I get that. Okay, and I've killed this boss. I have Unreal Kibble unlocked for some reason, but I don't have Unreal Kibble unlocked. I went to the Discord. Basically, what I got from them is that the bosses on Astraeos are so new that they don't yet drop combat essence. They're like, you fucking idiot, it's not even in the dev kit. It's like, bruh, how the f am I supposed to know that? How am I supposed to deduce this? So anyway, I have come to the conclusion that I'm going to spawn it in. After I got my combat essence, through questionable means admittedly, I can finally summon the Unreal Element boss. As far as I know, my army of excellent Spinos should be plenty of firepower to take it out.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Everything is going so perfectly, and I'm so happy with the fact that I'm making these YouTube videos. I'm so happy about it, guys. And nothing has gone wrong in the world ever, or ever will again, in fact. As a matter of fact, I think now is a great time to start my journey towards becoming a femboy ASMR YouTube channel, because I think that maybe that would be less degrading than making these videos. But first, Unreal Kibble. And for my first bit of Unreal Kibble, I'll need more excellent boss souls. So I took out Nut. And I started farming said souls. On the morning of day 56, I crafted up what little Unreal Kibble that I could. And I set out to tame the creature that's been tantalizing me this entire time. The Unreal Megalodon. Oh my god. Fucking shit, my Spino is pooping. Oh my god, I'm stuck. I'm goddamn stuck. Fucking hell. That Spino's gonna get herself killed. Yep, there she goes. Oh my god. How am I supposed to goddamn tame this shit, bro? I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. Jesus. Oh my god, my hand wasn't on the goddamn keyboard. Why? What? You guys remember when I decided to just like skip past that boss because I thought this would be easier? That was real funny, guys. I remember when I did that. That was a real fun time. By the end of day 57, I decided that I had had enough and I just farmed souls to wind down. Day 59, I farmed up the loot boss once again. Day 60, I tried to knock out a Megapithecus. It did not go well. Oh my god, this dude will not fucking stand still. God damn it. Please, please, please. Oh my god. What is that? I just want to tame a single goddamn fucking monkey, dude. Yeah, and when people have like crossbows with like 30 million damage, they could literally knock out a creature with like 10 arrows. Whereas like I'm using primitive crossbows, so I need to shoot it like 600 times to get it knocked out. And it's such a pain in the ass. And on day 61, I decided that this amount of suffering is inhumane even for my standards. Oh, god damn it, why? Yep. So I finally cracked and installed Upgrade Station. For those of you that are about to insult me, 1, don't, I have a degradation kink, and 2, no, I'm not using default Upgrade Station. These are my ini settings on screen, so take those mean comments and shove them up your pee hole. Respectfully, of course. I then almost immediately upgraded my crossbow to Ascendant, and I'm now free to actually play this fucking game. Testing it out, it looks like I'm doing about 3,000 trank damage per arrow, which is an insane improvement from whatever it was I was doing earlier. Okay. I am officially doing 3,000 trank damage, so instead of needing 500 trank arrows for a single creature, I will need, like 50? Which I think that's reasonable. I don't like using Upgrade Station. I used to use it, and I don't particularly like using it, but I feel like you need it for this. I then returned to attempt to knock out Monkey. Ah! He can pick up a boulder with relative ease! And finally, I got Monkey knocked out. Maybe.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
I shoved the required kibble up its ass, and I left immediately to make a hungry potion. This big monkey then tamed, giving me a more euphoric feeling than when you drink some really cold water and it goes straight to your nipples. I then tested Big Monkey on the tier 1 loot boss, which makes you think I'm still fighting the tier 1 boss, and it's day 63 out of day 100, tier 1 out of however many. I'm very much attempting to play this intelligently. However, I'm not. But regardless, would like to do video somehow. Please. How am supposed to video? On day 64, I tamed my first Unreal creature, which was this dildo, and I now have a passive source of Unreal Essence. Day 65, I saw a female monkey, so I started tranking it out. Ah! Every goddamn time! Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's bad. That's really bad. Oh my god, I lost my fucking dodo wyvern, dude. Okay, that is where Monkey is, but I've got this abomination right there as well. How can I get kibble into inventory of Monkey? Fucking leave. Fucking leave. When it tamed up, I returned to ball it up. Oh, stop, 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 stop. Oh, would you look at that? Let's just ignore that that happened and pretend that I didn't just force crash my game to prevent it getting killed. I then brought her home to breed with male monkey. Neither of them know what I've witnessed. Neither of them know the sins of their father. Neither of them know she was pulled from the clutches of death in an abominable act against nature. Neither of them know they stand on tarnished hallow and revenge shall be enacted. But we'll find out this Sunday night at the WWE Super Slam. The morning of day 67, I knocked out an Unreal Iguanodon, and by the end of the day, it was tamed. Next, I tamed a new Wyvern to fill my gaping hole that was once filled with nut. Wait a second. I then took my newly imprinted monkey named Winton out to farm souls. Let's see how that went. Oh my... I want to keep Winton. Winton goes into a box somewhere. Which box? This box. I keep Winton. I went home and got a new monkey who I used to kill an ancient Giga who had gotten stuck on a rock like a goddamn imbecile. The Trank Rifle blueprint I have takes 4,000 ancient essence, so it's still very, very far away, unfortunately. Additionally, apparently the Bola bow in this mod can immobilize basically anything and has no cooldown, which would have been nice to know 69 days ago. Apparently the Bola bow is like goated because not only can it bola big creatures, but it can like bola them perpetually if I keep shooting them. So I think that's how I'm going to tame an Unreal Megalodon right now. So in light of this recent discovery, I started farming an ass-clenching amount of bolas. On day 70, I realized that I have all the stuff for Divine Kibble, so that should be on the agenda moving forward, but not before I spotted this second Unreal Iguanodon, which I tamed, bred, and immediately forgot about. After that, I attempted to kill this Divine Aloe, but unfortunately, I had to give up because I am terrible at this fucking goddamn game. I then tried knocking out this Lightning Dodo Rex, trying not to shit myself while doing it. When it was finally tamed, it was moderately worthless. Okay, let's zoom out a bit and look at what I'm actually doing, because at this point I'm running around like a ghoul with his head cut off. I'm not going to be able to beat this mod before the cutoff, so let's set a goal of killing the Celestial and Abyssal bosses, which are the tier 4 bosses. To do that, I'll next need to tame some devilish or divine creatures. To tame them, I'll need Kibble. For Kibble, I'll need Divine Souls, and for Divine Souls, I'll need the Unreal Megalodon tamed. And so in order to attempt this tame once again, I spent an amount of time farming up bolas so that my dominatrix can tie me up and beat the shit out of me. I then immobilized the Megalodon and I finally knocked it out. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh oh! Oh, I don't like this. Gotta get more kibble. Finally, after getting the necessary kibble, I got the shark tamed up. Okay. Megalodon is tamed. I should probably find a breeding partner for it though, as much as I don't want to have to. Maybe I just don't worry about getting a breeding partner. I know that's very risky, but like, I can feel my brain melting. And because I'm on a tight time crunch and ball crunch, I decided to just go in raw and not tame one. This mod has a structure called the Descended Tech Gate, which I hear is indestructible. So for the next few days, I'll spend some time farming a couple up so that I can incapacitate any creatures that can't be bolted. I need polymer, so I went out to enslave some penguins. Okay, this is the annoying thing. This entire time, I've just been getting these souls in my inventory, despite not doing anything to get them, and I've been having to throw them away. So it's painful, but this is the price of creating content. This is terrifying. This is gonna be the greatest moment of this penguin's life. And after inflicting incurable generational trauma on my penguins, I went out for a metal run. Normally metal is like the biggest pain in the ass to get, but I do like in these overhaul mods that metal is just like, you get too much as a matter of fact. I'm drowning in goddamn metal. Back at base, I force-fed my Megalodon an unholy amount of XP potion, and I leveled only melee damage, as leveling health seems to do nothing on Unreal creatures. Okay, finally have my trap, and I can now Play the game. 74 days in, and I finally finished making this trap that I should have made on day 40. There was an ancient Bronto near my base, however, so before it wanders onto my island, I attempted to unalive it as to avoid being subjected to any more emotional turmoil than I already have. I was able to kill it by the next day, and I collected that ever-important ancient essence off its corpse. Additionally, now that I have this trap crafted, and in order to farm divine souls, I completely ignored it and started killing RGs. Now that I have divine souls, I'll just need a more effective method of tranking out these higher tier divine creatures. I'll need ancient essence to craft my higher tier sniper rifles. This war generator serves as a conduit to summon powerful creatures beyond mortal comprehension. Few who have wielded this structure survive the immense powers it conjures. So I built funny box around it, and now I'm completely safe. I would spend the next day farming ancients for essence and these skull tokens, which I'll need later. I was finally able to craft my sniper rifle. Finally, and I tested it on an innocent bystander. Oh! Sorry, I just did like multiple thousands of trank damage with one bullet. 15,000 torpor with one bullet. Okay, I'm officially not suffering quite as much. Day 77 was spent farming more and more ammo for my sniper rifle. While I had resources processing back at base, I realized that my Megalodon was far too valuable to only have one. So I finally did the smart thing and I set out to tame a breeding partner for it. I then found one and I got it knocked out. As I waited for it to tame, I went out for more polymer, and when my new Megalodon was tamed, I brought it back home to get breeding with my female one. What? I swear to God I was taming a male one. Oh my God, I'm such a fucking idiot. With the small amount of divine kibble that I have, I knocked out a divine griffin in order to tame it. And finally, my first divine creature. This mythological beast, a creature of incomprehensible power and allure. It was kind of trash, I'm not gonna lie. Day 79 and 80, in between doing chores upon chores upon chores upon chores, I tamed up a male Megalodon, which I finally bred with my female one. And soon after, I knocked out and tamed a divine aloe. Thankfully for my mental stability, this aloe was actually able to output any amount of damage. Bruh, divine aloe is fucking sick. Now more confident in my ability to actually continue through this mod, I can officially delete my post asking for an anonymous ghost player to record the rest of this video. The rest of day 80 and the beginning of day 81, I farmed so much narcotic that I could have single-handedly ended both opium wars. In Descended, apparently you can make imprint potions that can instantly replace years of bad parenting, instantly setting the imprint percentage to 100% on any creature you give it to. With my Megalodon now imprinted, I should probably give her a name, and the endless well of creativity that I am, I named her Meg. On day 82, I set out in search of a breeding partner for my male divine aloe. I feel like there's no weirder job than being the voice actor for To Catch a Predator. Like reading all the weird ass things that all of the predators say to the decoys.
What did they do?
Same thing I'm doing. Talking to a girl your age and going over to the young girl's house to have sex with the girl.
And thank all that is sacred in this world, because I did actually manage to find one. I had it knocked out by day 83, and when she was tamed, I took her home to get piped down. Throughout day 84, I would raise my baby aloes, making sure they're ready enough to take on endless incurable trauma. To test them out, I summoned the Unreal boss, which should be a complete breeze for them, seeing as it's one tier down from the tier that they're on. Oh my God! Why can we not out-damage him? Yeah, I don't know why I can't out-damage his healing. I don't know how to keep it from healing like that. Okay, yep, I give up. I don't know how I'm supposed to beat that boss with just excellent creatures, honestly. Like, I do not know how one is supposed to do this boss. Just one small suggestion to the mod maker. Maybe make this boss doable. I'll need to kill one of each ancient creature in order to get the tokens to summon the divine boss. So for the rest of the day, I would do that. And after I had farmed every ancient creature, I combined them all into this thing. After some last minute soul farming, I crafted the summon for the divine boss, prepared for a fight, and finally summoned it in. Don't give me shit about the fact that I fought it in this box. I am extremely terrified. Holy. Okay, we're doing some good damage. Oh my God, we're annihilating this thing. Yeah, what? He can't even out damage my healing factor. Yep, the Unreal boss. Absolutely motherfucking the stupid goddamn Unreal boss, dude. When I laid my ghoul eyes upon the dropped loot, I saw God for the first time. Oh my goodness. Large XP potion, that's sick. And divine essence, nice. So after farming some more souls for another summon, I summoned the boss again to farm more drops. Surely this fight will go just as well as it did last time, and the boss won't randomly summon a shit ton of devilish phoenixes just off the top of my head. What? What? Ah! I was not expecting that. I then returned to kill all the phoenixes and to kill the boss. Luckily for me, it dropped the remaining pieces of armor, completing my collection of tier 2 Descended flak. What? You took my XP potions, bitch! Bruh, those are so valuable. Oh my god, he ate all of my Oh, I'm mad. I'm mad about that. Come on. Finding a cool new item available to me, this divine armor elevates my allo beyond anything that could be considered ethical. Let's see what this divine armor does. Okay, I put it on my thingy. Okay. I should have been using this the whole time. I then spent day 88 and day 89 wasting time f***ing around trying to tame a devilish allo, but we're gonna skip over it to maintain conciseness in this 90-minute video. I then summoned in the devilish boss, and my allo completely wiped the floor with this bitch. I have 10 days left in this challenge, and I'm nowhere near finishing, so I'll attempt to kill the tier 4 boss before day 100. Although if you guys like this video, please let me know, and I can come back for days 101 to 200, as much as it would pain me to do so. Beyond this point, instead of taming most creatures, you'll achieve higher tier creatures by following the Evo Core progression paths. So enjoy as I, in excruciating incompetence, attempt to figure this out. Okay, I have the Evo Core. Okay, and here's my Iguanodon. Whoa! Should I have not summoned this in my base? Oh, Jesus. Okay, what are we looking at? Purified Unreal Iguanodon. I don't think it's that much of an upgrade, honestly. Okay, I don't know what this was supposed to accomplish other than making my Iguanodon look like shit. Yeah, I'm not convinced of the Unreal Evo Cores, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I have Evo Core for Infected Iguanodon. What do I use this for? I can't use it. This Evo is wonderful? I don't know what you're talking about. Summon Infected Origin. Okay, let's see what that is. Evo Core for Infected Dimorph. Let's see if this does anything, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I have the Evo Core. Okay. Consume this. Yes, I'm sure. Should I have done this not on my base? I'm beginning to think it was a bad idea to do this at my base. Infected Unreal Iguanodon. I have the infected one. Then I evolve this. Okay. Oh! And then I think the RG has an Evo Core as well, maybe.
What the hell is even that?
Holy! What are these summon requirements? There's quite a bit of fat to trim over the next couple days, but as succinctly as I can make it, I saw that I could summon a tameable raptor. Okay, why do I craft this in the war generator, but then I have to summon it from my inventory? I know that's not a big thing, but I don't know why it's inconsistent. I also am well aware that the last 10 minutes of this video have just been me incessantly complaining. What the hell? I then fed it an Evo Core and it turned into a Carno. I then fed that Carno an Evo Core and it turned into a Theri. And finally, I fed that Theri an Evo Core and it turned into a Spino, which just sounds like quintessential fetish content if you ask me. This is a gross understatement, but in the process, each Evo Core is an absolute pain in the gruel to make. So just take my word for it when I say this was painful. I then gave my Spino an absolute cocktail of potions to imprint it, level, and heal it. This Spino absolutely blew my cocks off with the sheer amount of damage that it inflicts. Yeesh! I haven't even hit it. So appropriately, I named him Ass Goblin. Okay, but how is my Spino up against the Celestial Megapithecus? Come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh! Yeesh! Celestial Loot Box. What do I get in this? I just get more, like, black pearls and more celestial energy, I guess. I'll need celestial souls to summon the tier 4 boss. We set out to slay the gargantuan celestials roaming the land. They shall one day all fear the name Ass Goblin. Knowing I'll have an unparalleled fight on my hands, I summoned a second Evo Spino as a backup. I named it Diarrhea Gnome. Diarrhea Gnome had slightly better stats than Ass Goblin, so I started using that as my main instead. Diarrhea Gnome and I then gathered the tributes necessary to summon this Colossus, and soon we were ready to take on this fight. This entire video has been leading to me facing this behemoth. Will I survive, or will my effort all be in vain? Nervously, I summoned the Descended Celestial Gorilla. All right, let's see what we can do. Yeesh! 32 million health. Okay, let's get buffed up and do something. Oi! Oh, get away, get away, get away. Ah! Oh! Ah! You know, I think that perfectly sums up how this mod has been thus far. Do as much preparation as I possibly can, and then immediately get butt f***ed. I don't understand. I should have been able to kill it. Someone must have warned him I was coming. The fuck? Oi! Incredulous Ben! Get back here! Back in the ball!